Hey everyone, in this video we're going to talk about binary form. So binary form just basically means that there are two parts, an A section and a B section. There are two basic types of binary form. There's the simple binary, when it really is just A followed by B, and then there's rounded binary, where you have A and then a short digression, which we'll call B, and then we come back to A again. And we'll look at an example of both of those. So if we look at what's on the screen at the moment, you can see clearly that it's separated into two parts. A lot of the time with Baroque and early classical music, you'll see that the repeat sign will separate the A from the B. As you get further into the Romantic period, and if you look at this form in pop music, it does appear, you'll see it more written out. So you'll get this, and then the composer will write it out again instead of using these repeat signs. So it's a little bit trickier to figure out exactly where the form is. So let's listen to this and see if we can tell where the A section and the B section are. Okay, so clearly, as I said, this repeat sign splits up the A section from the B section. Now we have to decide, okay, there are two clear sections. Is it a simple binary or is it a rounded binary? So what we're going to look for to decide that is whether the opening material comes back. In a rounded binary, we don't have to have the whole of the A section again. We might have just half of it that reminds us of the beginning. So what we're looking for is bum bum ba dum bum bum bum. So looking through the B section, we really don't see anything like that. It's all different stuff. Although it's all based melodically on this. That fall da da dum ba da dum. That's more of a motivic thing though. So this is going to be a simple binary form. Now let's talk about keys for a second. So you can see in this one that we modulate into D major by the end of the first section, and then we modulate back in the B section. So that's a fairly common pattern for binary forms. You go from 1 to 5, and then in the B section you come back from 5 to 1. Sometimes we don't do that, sometimes we don't modulate at all, sometimes we'll modulate to a different key, but in major, 1 to 5 and then back to 1 is the norm. In minor, you go from 1 to the 3, so the relative major, and then back to minor 1 again. So if we were in A minor, we'd modulate to C major and then back to A. So this is a simple binary form with a modulation to D major. So let's look at this one. It's a little bit different. Some of you might know. So let's listen, see if you can figure out whether it is a simple binary or a rounded binary. Okay, so you notice a few things in this one. First of all, we don't ever really leave G major. So here we kind of flirt with C major. We have the C major chord and the G major chord, but we never have a real cadence in C major. So it's not, it's more of a tonicization than a modulation. So this is a binary form in which we do not modulate. So look at it and tell me whether it's simple binary or rounded binary. That's right. It's rounded binary. So here's our A section. So that's almost like the repeat was right in the middle, and that the second time through we just mixed things up a bit. And then the B section, the digression, not very long, bum 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 bum. And then we go right back into A, so you get the same and then we come down and close it out. So you see we get about half of that A section at the end of the second part. Okay, so binary form, two parts A and B, can be simple, which is just A and B, or it could be rounded, where we have a short B digression, and then A again.